Where am I going? What am I doing? Nope. Paul has a fresh bruise. He got damaged in the shed. Hello, lady. Tell me about this.
I've nothing to say about this.
It's a woman.
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful. I've
you're
nothing to
useless,
say
aren't you?
about this. I don't have any thoughts on this.
What about this?
I'm afraid I can't add anything useful.
Have you seen what your father sent to Paul?
Yeah,
This
you seen
is
it.
despicable. My father was never a gentleman, but this crosses the line. I knew that father wasn't fond of Paul, but this is just awful. If only he could have seen how good Paulie is to me.
That's a woman. It's not actually a man. Oh, thanks.
Are you aware that Paul
You're a very
smuggles
nice
drugs
dude.
for a
Oh,
dangerous
lady.
gang?
Mr. Holmes,
I
I've
can't tell
already
from the name.
told you. I call him a pirate in play. He's not an actual pirate. He's a champion and a brave gentleman, not a thug.
Let us
thug.
agree to disagree on that. But don't be surprised if one of his clients knocks on your door.
Alright, now we are headed to... Ivory Baths. Which is where? Where's the Ivory Baths? Alright, since this is a detective game, you need to actually do detective things. Which means I have to do research. And you do research at... Alright, so Chronicles won't have it. I'm looking for city records, which is over here. Let's go. Alright.
Treasure maps from the governor. Find 8 and come back for more.
Ooh, a new case.
Can you satisfy my curiosity?
Oh no, I'm focusing on this.
Have you found anything helpful?
I need to go to the archives. Oh yeah, by the way, this guy... at the beginning of the game I thought, what the hell, this guy's teleporting everywhere, this don't make sense. He's actually a part of my imagination, so that's cool. Alright, so we are looking for businesses? I don't know the date. It says will be legal documents because they had to get the building and stuff, and it says it was project in the old city. Let's search it. Alright, there we go. Notice of registration by the authority. I'd rather not do the reading. I mean, I would.
With your love for archives, you would have made the perfect bureaucrat.
Right, so I have the location now, which is... Where is it? Pin that. Right, let's get out of here. Out the door we go. Okay, and now... It's not this, is it? Oh. This game's quite hard actually, because it doesn't really give you much clues. It literally just tells you... like, it gives you little hints, but that's it. Old city, alright? So we need to go to the old city. Now that I see it, there was a coin marking somewhere around here. Found it. Alright. Found the coin, alright. Now we're going back to here.
From day to night, Aiden stands there, recruiting non-rebellious workers for the dig.
Learn how to find the recruiter. Very tired. Not change jobs, not next car. Bought new shirt. Keep digging. Pro British. Owes me money. Old City Marketplace. Alright. I've overheard that in order to enter the dig site I need to be employed. A man named Aiden recruits new workers in the Old City Marketplace in the west end of the district. He has a scar on his neck and only looks for working types with a pro-British attitude. Yeah, I should have talked to him.
Your fellow mariners have a strange way of showing hospitality.
They were not my friends.
Are you sure? I would rather risk my neck for someone who's at least honest and thankful.
Perhaps then don't enter someone's life and be so judgmental, pretending you're better than they are.
Then give me your perspective and allow me to see through your eyes. I tried to tell you before, but your partners interrupted. Have you heard the news? Theodore Gilden is dead. Do you have anything to say?
Well, what a shock. To me, he was an angry old ogre. Good riddance. Was it Goliath that killed him? Did it crush him? Break his bones? Come on, tell me. I want all the details.
You have an unusual way of showing grief. Imogen wouldn't appreciate that. But yes, the animal could have been involved.
It's poetic in a way, isn't it? It takes a beast to kill a monster. I wish I could have been that elephant.
What were you doing this morning, Miss Perks?
Don't call me that. I'm a champion. I was sailing.
The other club members told me that you missed the race this morning. Do champions not need to practice?
You've talked with them already. No, I wasn't racing. I visited the doctor after that attack on me. And then I had to honor the deal with the bandits you just took care of.
This business of yours, you should be more careful. Ruining your life at such a young age is ridiculous.
I am careful. Except for you, no one has noticed where I store the smuggled goods. If the police arrive, there's no link to me. It's common storage, not exclusively mine. I'm clueless. I don't know what you're suggesting.
You smuggle illicit psychotropes on your yacht. Not a delivery for the hospital, I'm sure.
Of course not. I've had to cut corners to earn some money. How might a person afford to pay for a yacht in an honest way? I don't know, although I'm smart. The buyers are my customers. Adults who are willing to pay for their pleasure, or weapons for jewels. Whatever they want me to deliver. Nothing criminal.
Well, it's your lucky day. I'm not here because of smuggling. Have you tasted this tea yourself?
I wouldn't have been a champion if I had used it. It's just a side business that keeps my career afloat. It's quite expensive to compete in yachting. Sometimes I cut corners.
Such as fixing whirlpool yourself?
Exactly. And sometimes I just have to pay. That's how I earn money. I don't sell slaves or take the last mangear from a poor family.
It seems as though Theodore Gilden hung a sword of Damocles over your life and career. Were these only words or something more serious?
Check my forearm. Pulled muscles and bruises. Small cuts. Nothing that you could call serious.
I doubt that a man in his late 50s could wrestle you.
It wasn't him. He behaved like a rat and hired brutes. His boys tried to lock my hands behind my back, but I was faster and I escaped.
Was he so protective of his daughter, or was it your feminine secret that provoked him?
My guess is that he was protecting his property. As he saw it, he owned Imogen, and he treated her like a piece of furniture. He didn't want his daughter to be loved by anyone. What's more painful is that Theodore didn't allow me to love his daughter. Typical.
I'm not sure that your relationship with Imogen could be described as typical.
Are you afraid of a woman in trousers? Now that's typical of men. I'm clueless. I don't know what this means.
Look what I found. A box full of darts.
Hey, that's mine.
I confiscated it. These darts appear to be filled with something. Poison? How powerful is it?
It's strychnine. Enough to instantly kill a small rodent. I haven't tried it on a human. Yet. I hope you know what you're doing.
Could it immobilize a larger animal, say, an elephant?
I've never tried, but I have wondered.
Between yachts, darts, and notes from bandits, I've discovered many fascinating facts about you. But this, an installment of Nabe and Laura's adventures. Why did you sully your library with this?
It's a gift from Imogen. I didn't buy it. I might have turned a couple of pages, but nothing more. I swear.
I will give you the benefit of the doubt, but your literary taste has put you on my blacklist. A charming picture. I've heard that champions do often pose with their trophies.
Cheeky. It is a lovely trophy, though. I'm sure you will agree.
What is it that you like most about her? Her naivety? Her father's money?
A somewhat difficult choice. Especially now that her father is out of the equation.
Does this knife seem familiar? I didn't find it in your competitor's back, to be clear.
This knife is as blunt as your humor. It's a bosun's knife, but it's not mine. I wouldn't be so careless as to mislay my tools.
What can you tell me about the elephant?
He's smarter than some people here, including his owner. Although I feel he could be dangerous, no matter how much he's fed.
Why is that? Have you ever seen Goliath attack anyone?
Well, not exactly. But I saw it, abusing some poor tree during one of its walks with Theodore. The expression on that old ninny's face was priceless. But it wasn't funny to look at. Believe me, it was frightening.
Imogen doesn't strike me as an industrious young lady, so I find it strange that she was busy packing up all her belongings when Mr. Gilden died. That's some favourable wind in your sails, isn't it?
Is it so suspicious that a couple might embark on a trip? I wanted to thank her, so we planned to go travelling. A Theodore-free place, without elephants.
The timing of it is suspicious, however. Your lady friend becomes an orphan and heir, and there's a planned trip directly afterwards.
An improvised romantic dinner will never please a spoilt girl. A planned voyage might. It's not spur of the moment.
A. Swift. Are you familiar with this name? The gentleman had business with Mr. Gilden.
Likely just another strange and wrinkled fellow like old Gilden was. Perhaps this Swift person has a rhino, and they wanted to see which pet was stronger. In other words, I don't know who he is, but I bet he's crazy like Theodore.
I doubt that court owner has ever boasted a battle arena for that size of mammal. You have an interesting imagination.
Just be quick.
So if I can't enter it as a member of the public, how can I enter it?
I remember the monument, Cordona's legendary pirate, the Robin Hood of the place. Do you recall it, John?
I do. I wonder if... What is that? I know I'm standing very still, but I'm not the statue you're meant to look at.
There's a lot of side cases. So here?
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
Okay.
Excuse me, just one question.
Why should I care about your troubles when you don't care about mine?
Yeah, screw you, bro. Alright. I need a disguise then. Where were you? Here, right? Somewhere around here?
Don't pass by. Let's pick something that suits you.
Yes, I need office casual, no white suit, merchant attire, criminal street uniform, worker's apron. That looks cool. And what I need is a worker's apron. Rent. Is rent different from buy? I'll just buy it. It'll probably work in the future as well.
A good choice. A good choice indeed.
You know what? Let's spruce you up a bit. What else have I got? Hello, I would like to work here, please.
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
Or maybe it's the hat that's done it. Maybe you just didn't like my hat.
You're being an eyesore. No entry for you.
Heh? Hey man, I worked out.
Oriental rugs at a good price.
Right up.
Merhaba. It's a good
Merhaba.
day for a purchase.
Yes. A gun.
Don't hurry, we can bargain.
Let's pick something that suits you. Don't leave. Take one more look.
Sir, kind sir, might I steal your attention?
I am not buying.
Ah, that is the thing. You won't waste a single mangir. I am a digger, you see, and I have heard of a dig site so deep it clogs your ears. I want to be there.
Why are you telling me this?
I have heard of a man recruiting for such a dig. A man with a scar, such as the one that you're hiding. And your boots are dirty with the deep clay I am so familiar with. Oh, I hope it wasn't too rude of me to point that out.
You have a good eye. And you just want to dig? Dig deep and that's it? What's the catch? Are you in desperate need of money?
Oh, there is no catch, sir. I won't even ask for advance pay. Just give me a shovel and I'll dig a hole like you've never seen.
Huh. Is that so? Well, I have to ask you an important question first. Would you be fine working for Brits?
I am all for them.
Well, you say that, but can you prove it?
I'll sing you a very special song. God save our gracious queen.
Cut it! Or people here will make you their queen.
I can also speak in limericks.
Please don't. You might be a little bit weak in the head, but a natural-born digger with a keen eye is what we need. Take this permission slip and go to this address. The guard will let you in and check with the professor once you're there.
Stop loitering and get inside.
Okay, I'm allowed in. Yay. Alright, where are we going?
Newcomer, talk to the professor first. He's the old fellow with the glasses and the plans.
Excuse me, just one question.
You and I are the economic foundation of this island. We should help each other. But I don't know what you are talking about.
Where's the fire in your eyes? Where's the smile? I am sick and tired of seeing apathy among the new workers.
Sir, believe me, I do have the spark. I want to start work straight away. It's as important to me as it is to you.
Ah, that's the spirit. I'm on the verge of a great discovery.
I am ready to work.
Splendid. Do you know what I am working on?
The ivory baths. Everyone is looking forward to the grand opening.
Who told you this nonsense? Why would you contaminate history with this base desire for leisure? Ah, we are looking for Vitus Lemonius's tomb. This is our goal, to find the artifacts of the early Roman Empire. Let's continue. I am Professor Swift. We have 3 rules here. Don't touch anything, always return the tools, and don't distract me unless you find something.
Sounds simple enough. Are you the only one in charge here, Mr. Swift?
Yes, I am the only one and no one else. You hear anything other than that, it's a lie. People of your kind can have difficulty understanding who's in charge. Take a minute, memorize my face, and then get to work.
Oh, I will definitely take a closer look to memorize my superior.
He's got a big nose. He's probably Jewish. Oh wait, it's his broken glasses. He's got big ears. He's got crooked teeth. He's probably British. He's got big hands. Thick notebook. He's meticulous. He's got lots of pockets. He's got stinky fingers. No, he's unmarried. He's got a gammy knee. Dirty clothes. What else? Ooh, he's got an ugly elbow. Elbow bruises. Well, no, he's definitely a knowledge seeker. There you go.
I wish I could be as passionate about something as you are, Mr. Swift. You value knowledge and dedication over everything else.
It's a long road, young man. A sharp eye and attention to detail are the only stepping stones along this path. You have to sacrifice everything you love for the larger prize.
Exactly. So much in life is superficial. I wish more people would understand.
I never heard a truer word, lad. Folk will ignore what truly matters in life, and for what? Convenience.
Bold words indeed. I doubt that many scientists would be willing to support their bragging with fieldwork.
The academic world is full of restrictions. Our honourable professors are too afraid to dirty their hands. God forbid if they have a stain on their shirt. You can follow in my footsteps. You can start learning by returning to work. Show me what you can find. Take a shovel and dig. Don't touch anything here. Get back to work.
This reminds me of my father's room. A plan for this whole operation. This might prove useful. I'll note it down. Not while he can see me. Not while he can see me.
Let me warm my bones here.
Straw dolls. Eerie, but effective for a scene recreation.
Oh, I want one of these. Or 2.
Oilcloth. Won't fade and waterproof. Enough here to make 10 sails and more. Not while he can see me.
Alright, he wants me to go further down the hill, which I will. There's that hill. Actually, I didn't check this place fully, did I?
Not while he can see me.
It's not like there's anything there anyway, is there?
Are you able to help me?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Screw you then. Let's go down. I jump straight into that. What's this?
Sharpest pickaxe. A guilty pleasure of the real archaeologist. Missing your Laura, Mr. Swift?
Hey, a word about the trilogy.
Right then, you literary expert. What was so important about these books? Or did you simply need some kindling?
It's inspirational. I have a plan. Are you listening?
I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So, we catch a monkey, a langur, for example, then we extract some blood from it.
What? Why?
It will make us forever young, Sherry. Page 127 of the second book.
Oh, I am so done with this.
No, wait. Then how about we make a wax statue?
I've stopped listening, John.
Got a trophy for that. What were we doing?
Did the Romans live in amphoras? I see nothing else here.
Nothing else around here. This area is pretty much off. That's the dig site, so what's up here? This is also a dig site. A broken hand.
A sickle for harvesting. The ancient Romans honoured the seasons.
She's got a nice
goddess?
face.
A mother. Someone's wife.
She's got a hand on her hip, so she's sassy. What else? A slab.
There were 4 statues here originally.
I wonder what the 3 other statues look like.
Alright, let's find some other stuff. This thing? Yeah, this thing.
Somehow the text remains legible.
Legible text.
Let's see if I remember my Latin.
The inscription near the 4 pedestals translates to Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gaze of his brother and the autumn wind. This guy? It's not telling me anything. What about over here then?
May I ask you something?
Can you help me?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Forget you then.
Swift lost his temper when he learned what happened to the statue.
Oops. There we go. Which statue was damaged? Broken pickaxe. Hardworking digger, kicked statue, forgotten instruments, stash of old newspaper, lion helmet, pay rise, tire, closest to the beach. There we go. Because I did find a statue with a lion helmet head. It originally lay on the pedestal closest to the beach, but someone kicked it over the edge. As a result, the statue broke and the pedestal remains tilted.
I see now. Mr. Swift didn't realise the significance of the statues.
Okay, so we need to check out the beach. Just gonna take a quick dip in the water, get my feet nice and wet.
Quite daunting to see how deep the dig is.
Yes. It's not this one, though. I'm really surprised it's not letting me like click anything for that. But it's over here. Oh, there you go. Down by the beach. Hello.
Working and living by the sea. What a dream.
Right, this is the broken thing. Right. No. Where is it? This one. Am I dying from the water or something?
Working and living by the sea. What a dream. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate. You're not even trying, Sherry. Concentrate.
It seems everything's in place. Now, let's see what this has to tell us. Vitus rests nearby. Beware the one who wishes to disrupt his sleep, for he is guarded by the gazes of his brother and the autumn wind.
Working and living by the sea. What a dream.
Here is your discovery, Mr. Swift. Hey, look at this.
What have you found? Don't let anyone touch anything there. Eureka! I found you, my friend.
May I ask for your assistance?
I like you, friend, but I can't help you.
Don't just stand there. Help!
A box of darts. Handy against rodents of all kinds.
Trying to take over my research, are you? I come here to pick up my diary, and I find you snooping around. Explain yourself.
Mr. Swift, if that were true, I would have been on my way to the newspaper. My name is Sherlock Holmes. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself properly.
Outrageous! You deceived me, sir. What is the reason for your being here? Who sent you, Mr. Holmes?
Theodore Gilden's premature death brought me here.
Theodore is dead? How can that be possible?
I'm thinking of all the possibilities, and I'm not crossing out anyone who might have been involved. Even his elephant. The land you're excavating belongs to Mr. Gilden, does it not?
Did I hear an accusation? I have nothing to hide. You can ask me whatever nonsense you've prepared as a token of my diminishing respect towards you.
Very well, Mr. Swift. I appreciate your cooperation. Were you at the site this morning?
Affirmative. This project is taking a lot of my time, as you see. I spend more time underground than on the surface.
When did you learn about Theodore's death?
Just now. You just told me.
And you aren't surprised, shocked? I won't tell anyone if you shed a tear or two. Weren't you partners, after all?
We were. And it is a real shame. But I've seen too many deaths in my life, Mr. Holmes, for the news to truly shake me.
When was the last time you saw Mr. Gilden?
A couple of days ago. We discussed the site. I believe in the tomb and its secrets. Theodore's patience was stretched, however. He was already inventing new projects. It wasn't a long conversation. I suppose that his daughter will inherit everything now, along with all of the eccentricities and problems.
And not forgetting Goliath.
Eccentricities and problems, Mr. Holmes. One of many. Will you allow me to return to my research, or are you insisting on remaining an obstacle?
Oh, I haven't even started yet. What's with this box of darts? Is it for a scientific argument?
A little darker than that. Rather for killing the kind of rodents that might nibble a nose or a toe in your sleep.
Let's just say I have to protect myself against a larger animal, such as an elephant. Might it be enough to stop it, make it faint?
If I were you, I wouldn't bank on it.
You have a weakness for nostalgia? Or, rather, do you use it to record a list of enemies?
Young man, you need to check your moral compass. Reading another person's diary is a sin in every culture that I can think of.
But you aren't answering the question.
You've already read it. Why bother? I simply record my life to keep my memory clean from misinterpretation. Letters and pages don't lie.
But the writer of the text can. With this book, you attempted to plan an attack on the elephant?
Your insinuations are out of place. Goliath is a frightening animal. All I wished to do was to understand the creature. As any scientist would do, I researched, analyzed, and drew conclusions.
And what conclusion did you draw?
That Theodore Gilden made the animal miserable. He couldn't provide the proper environment for the beast. My interest in the subject ended there. I've nothing to add.
As far as I can tell, you're a man of the academic world, so this book about Nabe and Laura is just an empirical study?
What? That nonsense? I'd prefer to lose my eyesight than read such trash.
So, you know nothing about it?
I know nothing. I wish I'd never heard of it in the first place, this caricature of science.
Do I hear traces of envy? You're still relatively young that you might find your own Laura.
Perhaps I envy Nabe, for I cannot simply blow people up for distracting me. That's all. You happy now? Wonderful. I've nothing to add. Moving on.
What's with this intricate recruitment process? Pro-British workers charge less?
As a head of this organization, I need to secure a productive environment. It's impossible to do so if there are political differences. Especially here, where the native population doesn't support our efforts to find the ancient artifacts.
Decent pay can also stimulate productivity and shut down any political discord. Hadn't you thought of that?
You're young. You have time to fritter and fight with everyone you meet. I don't have such a luxury. Our workers receive enough pay for what they do. So don't start a discussion you know nothing about. Moving on.
Gilden's elephant is quite an unusual addition to Cordona's fauna. What is your scientific opinion on that?
No matter how much Theodore loved it, it still remained a wild animal trapped inside a stone pen. Goliath needs savannas, fields, lakes.
I'm sure that Goliath did not have a plan to kill his owner to head to the savannas. What do you think?
No. Animals don't kill in a typical sense. I can only presume that it tried to protect itself from captivity, from Theodore. It was a gilded cage that was predestined to break.
Remember one of the rules? It seems that you didn't return a tool. Is this knife yours?
Do I look like a fellow who carries a knife? I don't need it.
There are plenty of uses for it on the site, and outside of it.
I have other people to cut ropes for me, Mr. Holmes. Moving on. I've nothing to add.
Your partner had a very specific attitude towards the things he treasured. Was this habitual for him?
That would have been too much even for him. Don't get me wrong, he had a harsh temper. Like a true businessman, he was ready to burn his competitors to the ground.
But threatening someone physically would have been something new even for him, am I correct?
Absolutely. Besides, I had never seen him this angry. The fellow who received the letter must have been extremely alarmed. I've nothing to add. I've nothing to add.
Have you seen this person before? The one beside Imogen Gilden?
No, but he's with Imogen, so I suppose that he's a friend of hers. That girl always has her head in the clouds. I could have said Theodore was different, but that wouldn't have been entirely true.
Away with the fairies, was he?
That's one way of putting it. Either way, I don't know much about Imogen's life or her friends. The type of elite that pretends to be educated.
Did this plan cause a rift in your business relationship with Theodore Gilden?
Nothing like that. Admittedly, we didn't share a common vision of what is more important, the past or the future. In my opinion, we can't build a future without knowing the past.
So you wanted to save the tomb of Vitus here, or perhaps your control over the research?
Only the knowledge that rightly belongs to humankind, nothing less and nothing more.